Also tonight, Arctic weather sweeps across southern Britain, bringing disruption to roads and rail services. Arctic weather is sweeping across large parts of the UK tonight. Heavy snow and ice are causing widespread disruption on the roads, with severe weather warnings in force. Southern and central England are the hardest hit. Some train services have been cancelled. Parts of the M20 motorway in Kent were closed tonight. And the emergency services are urging motorists in worst affected areas to stay off the roads. Jenny Hill reports.
They predicted snowstorms from Russia, and they seem to have arrived. Forecasters say this could just be the beginning. They predict the heaviest and most widespread snowfall for 6 years. Snow's already falling in parts of Wales, the south of England and the Midlands. Up to 6 inches more is predicted overnight.
Well, this is shaping up to be one of the biggest snow events we've seen across England and Wales particularly for several years. We've got some very cold air heading in, originated in the Russian Arctic. It's now beginning to move in towards the UK. You see the sort of speckled nature of the cloud across the North Sea, energy coming out of the North Sea, pushing into that cold air. That's helping to produce the very heavy showers. We can see those on the radar picture. They've been running in across some eastern parts of England through the afternoon. They will turn heavier and more prolonged overnight. There'll be a covering of snow in many places by the end of the night. It'll just keep on going during Monday. We're likely to see quite a lot, I think, of disruption as a result.
And all day, councils have been preparing. Already a number of major roads have been affected. The Highways Agency have brought in extra staff, and what's been described as an extreme weather event is expected to severely disrupt the morning rush hour. For now, though, some are content to enjoy the unusual weather. Although tonight, conditions in Kent were distinctly unpredictable.
Other than for you getting to work in the morning. Oh, God. That was even more out of the blue, weren't it?
Jesus!
Tonight, the snow just keeps on falling. Forecasters say there is far more to come. Jenny Hill, BBC News.
Well, we'll hear the very latest from Jenny in Gravesend in a moment. But first to Chris Buckler, who's in Scunthorpe. Chris, how bad are things there?
Well, there have been heavy snow showers here already, Emily. In the past few while, we've seen gritters going out trying to deal with the roads. In fact, they're lined up behind me, ready to go out again. So far, the council here have not used snowplows, but they are standing by, and they say they do expect to use them tomorrow. We've just been looking at the national severe weather warning that has been issued, and really the most of England is going to be affected by this snowstorm. And we've been talking about the morning rush hour being a problem for people. Certainly they're saying motorists must be prepared when they go out, but actually when you take a look at the weather forecast, in reality they're going to have to be prepared for the evening rush hour as well.
Chris, thanks very much indeed. Let's go to Jenny then in Kent, and snow looks to be falling pretty thick and fast there now, Jenny.
Yes, Emily, you know, it just keeps coming here. Just looking at the ground, a good 2 inches seems to have fallen and settled in the last few hours alone. Now, it's already causing some fairly major problems on both the rail and road networks. As you've said, several trains have had to be cancelled or delayed, particularly in the south of England. We know that on the roads, the A1 is very, very icy, some problems there. The M20 has had to be closed in part in Kent as a result of the poor weather this evening, and we're told it is simply going to get worse. All eyes now are very much on what's going to happen here overnight, and of course what will happen in the morning rush hour. What are people here in Kent and across the rest of the country going to wake up to?
Jenny, thanks very much indeed. And Chris Buckler in Scunthorpe, thank you too.